Ms. Shailaja Deval, a distinguished officer of Indian Forest Services from 2004 batch. She is currently serving as the CCF Training and Director at the Rajasthan Forestry and Wildlife Training Institute with a robust academic foundation including an MSc in Zoology and a diploma in forestry. She brings expertise in fisheries, biology and aquatic biology. Her illustrious career spans several key postings such as Member Secretary of the Rajasthan State Pollution Control Board and Conservator of Forest in Jaipur. Her dedication to public service is complemented by her passion for counseling and motivating others towards a corruption-free and minimalist lifestyle. Her excellence extends beyond forestry. She holds a gold medal in horse riding from Labasna and was awarded the Best Shooter title at the Indian Military Academy. An active sportswoman at the national level, she also pursues interest in gardening, driving and the study for reptilian immunology and toxicology. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome Ms. Shailaja Deval.
Thank you so much. Humbled, in fact, with all this, since most of it is a part of our duty. It indeed is a privilege and honor to be with you all. And since I had attended this last year, I could not prevent myself from joining it this year also because the experience was so enriching and enlightening. The role which Dr. Tomar was taking care of last time, telling us about the time, he has taken an easy way out to put this so that we don't get messed up. Thank you so much. I'll just share over the years of my experience doing my duty as forest officers, also being very compassionate for the animal world since my childhood. This topic itself comes very close to my heart. When I read about it more and more, and as we all know, Swami Vivekananda ji has spoken one of the most beautiful words about this concept. Seva hi Shiv hai. Shiv is in every human, so therefore Manav Seva becomes very important. When Shiv is omnipresent and all-pervasive, that means he says Shiv hi Jeev hai. So Jeev Seva comes from there, and we all know when Shiv is all-pervasive, it is in all organisms living in this world. Prani Seva comes from that concept. So Seva for decreasing suffering, Seva for helping when they are having troubled times. So suffering is again second in line. More important is survival. If an organism does not survive, suffering is second to it. So for every living being, survival is most important, and Abhay Dan has been considered as the greatest Dan in this world. We all know that for several long years, so many animals are being killed and so much of cruelty, atrocities are being done to them. We in Forest Department across India, we have many wildlife protected area networks wherein we are conserving these wild animals and all the biodiversity which we have. Saving and protecting all life forms, several of them have become rare, endangered, and now they are threatened, which means that we are losing the species forever from this earth. One where we are sitting, this is one of the most important hub of one of the most threatened species, that is Great Indian Bustard. You all must be knowing, and just to inform you about the effort which Forest Department has taken, only 200 odd birds are left now alive in the wild. Most of the population of that Great Indian Bustard is in this western Rajasthan, and some are in Pakistan. But in Pakistan, preying of this animal is allowed, so we cannot say that they will remain protected in the future. So in Jaisalmer, we have a conservation breeding center wherein the eggs are picked up, they are hatched in the hatchery, and they are taken care of. So the first generation is almost ready. And from there, the second generation will be released in the wild again. So Great Indian Bustard, you all must be knowing the importance. Supreme Court has taken cognizance of it, and a big case is going on. We are expecting a judgment very soon. Since CSR, we have lot many projects going on across India, wherein all MNCs and our corporates, they are lined up and they are helping Forest Department in these wildlife protection endeavors. I would request all of you to even have stronger base, and maybe we can broad base our efforts and we can get into it into more broader aspects. We all know that CSR has now become ESG and environmental social governance, and based on that, even investor behavior is getting affected, which is a good MNC and a bad MNC. So one of the characteristic is ESG investment. So that environment is again a broad base for you to work. So Seva, definitely we can do it in that way. Quality of life and Seva, another very topic which is very close to me, and I'm really practicing and finding more like-minded people who can come and join hands with me for improving standards of living and quality of life, so-called quote unquote. Vegetarianism, being vegan, we are not discussing that because that is individual choices and priorities. But as far as concept of minimalism and taking a materialistic life, what we can do is beauty, for beautification, decoration, fun and entertainment industry, the items which are having animal origin, we can do away with that. They are not necessary. Food and survival of humans, that is a different thing, but at the same time, products of animal origin like silk, pearl, leather, honey, ivory, all these items can be done away with, and slowly some places it has started taking place. Some people have started vocalizing about it. They are the most cruel products manufactured or developed by human beings ever. We don't need to discuss it more here, but now that internet has provided us, YouTube gives us how these products are made. So if more and more people join hands and they can do away with that, so then one of the basic सेवा जो अभय दान हम जीवों के प्रति बात कर रहे हैं, उसको हम उसको हम practically कर पाएंगे. So beauty without cruelty, this is a big campaign going on across the world. Or we can say biophilic beauty products which do not use animal products. For decorating yourself or your house or your surroundings, you don't need to kill animals as such. Another concept which I would like to float it here is worthiness of Seva. Seva is worthy and righteous if it is done selflessly. Selflessly meaning devoid of propaganda and publicity. As we all know, social media, we all have become so narcissistic. We all do things so as to make a reel and float it on and get more and more likes. So if sacrificing this inherent desire for appreciation, यश की भूख को अगर हम control कर पाएं, अभी किसी ने कहा इंद्रिय विजय अगर हम कर पाएं, so that is the real seva which has to be done. Difference between seva with a bona fide intent and seva just to show off and impress upon people that we are helping you. So that should be taken care of. And lastly, seva with dignity. We all know that when these people come for seva, I have seen that those underprivileged, so-called unfortunate, I don't consider, because fortune is not, it's a subjective matter, but so-called underprivileged people, when they are being helped by governments, when they are being helped by officers, when they are being helped by any of the MNCs, their dignity, their self-pride, their sentiments are many a times not taken care of. It is, we convey that they are the receivers and somebody is the giver. And that leads to creating a huge psychological impact on their minds, which stays for long. Like I have seen in orphanages, when people are giving them some food, etc., they stand, they pose a picture, they make them pray for the dead ones for whom they have come here to donate. And that leads to an unerasable impact on the minds of the little children that they were the poorer or so-called receivers of somebody's donation. So if we can do away with that attitude and behavior, so it should be hidden, it should be secret. That is what actually donations या दान जिसका कहा गया था, गुप्त दान को सबसे सर्वोत्तम दान माना गया था, और गुप्त दान को हमें और प्रमोट करना चाहिए. एंड प्रॉबेबली इस कॉन्फ्रेंस के इतने ल्यूमिनरीज जहाँ बैठे हैं, अगर इस तरह का मैसेज यहाँ से जाता है कि आप दान को प्रोपेगेंडा करके उसको एक अपने नंबर्स कमाने के लिए या मीडिया में अपनी पब्लिसिटी के लिए यूज़ नहीं करके एक्चुअली अगर इन करते हैं तो वो ज़्यादा इफ़ेक्टिव होगा. सो थैंक यू वेरी मच. आई स्टिल कुड मेंटेन सम बट इट वाज फ्लिकिंग. थैंक यू वेरी मच. An honor and a privilege, and thank you very much for giving this opportunity to come and join you all.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
On the behalf of United Council of Ancient Wisdom and United Global Peace Foundation, I thank Ms. Shailaja Deval for coming and sharing her views.